Another element that I love to do, and again, what I've been telling you over the last few videos is what I do for myself, because I've learned the hard way of just tunnel vision, closing myself off to the world, thinking I've done my vision, now I'm just gonna get it done, blinded by everything around me. And yeah, that can be great for certain things, but I've learned the hard way that then all of a sudden realize, well, it's not the thing that I wanted to do, and I've cut myself off from so many other opportunities. And don't get me wrong, I think once you believe in something, you must go there. Once you have your North Star, go there. But sometimes you need to clarify, is that North Star correct? How do you do that? Well, there's no right, wrong, or easy way to do it. But the word I use is absorb. You need to absorb it over a period of time. Really try and feel and think, does this really matter to me? Does this matter to my business? It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to the people around me. Because I've seen so many people do these tunnel visions and goals. They say, I'm going to build a business, and they build this amazing business, but at the sacrifice of their relationships, their families, their health. And I know people, unfortunately, that have put all their energy into one element of their life and everything else has suffered, which is not conducive for a long and happy life. You've built all this money around you, but what use is money if you don't have fun while you're doing it with the people you want to share it with? So it's so important to ensure that you absorb it. And I've said in previous videos, what are the things you have to sacrifice, but then are the things you must not sacrifice. So it's so important to, when you build this vision, absorb it. How will it complement my life? What small sacrifices can I afford to make, or I'm willing to make? Then with that, how do they fit into my values and principles and non-negotiables, as we've talked about before? But it's so important to ensure you're starting off on the right path. And then when you're doing that, you're going to learn more, you're going to think more, because it's in your line of sight, it's in your vision, and in business strategy, it's all around you. So over time, you're going to start gathering data on this. And I always say you need to check in regularly on this. And in the beginning, check in more, but never leave it longer. Your first milestone should never be as long as 3 months, because then you have a critical amount of data. You can say, well, now it's time to reflect. Am I on the right path? Is my path still relevant? And maybe it is. If it's not, well, I want to tweak it a little bit because I've learned more, I've seen more, I understand it more, so I want to tweak it a bit. Or you may go, well, do you know what, this is not working. Even on a business level, the market's not reacting to it. I'm not getting those bites. I need to change. The market has changed in those 3 months. And then you need to pivot and do something else. That's okay. But at least only 3 months, you haven't gone too far down a path that you cannot change. You cannot course correct, because life is all about course correction. So is business. No matter what you do in life, things will come at you. And as Mike Tyson says, and I love this quote, everyone has a plan till they get punched in the face. You need to plan for the risk. We talked about that. But also, you need to reflect on that plan. And you need to sometimes hit yourself in the face to see, is it still relevant? So it's so important to be the epitome. Like, if you're going to believe in it, if it's something you want to believe, be that person, be it. Make sure it sits in with your values, your principles, your non-negotiables. These all have to be aligned, because when you've done all this, then you know you're ready. You're ready to rock it for you. You're ready to rock it for your business, yourself, and everyone around you. And yes, there will be small sacrifices to make, but they'll be small, and they'll be for a period of time, but they will not compromise the other important elements of your life. And that is so important, because then once you do that, then you can be relentless in striving and achieving that. But I always say, be relentless in your goal. Once you've embodied it, it's your moonshot, it's what you believe, it's your passion. But be flexible in your methods, because things change always, and we talked about that in risk. So be prepared for change. Be prepared and not let it upset you. Yes, it can be a little bit of a short-term setback, but it's not a stopping point. It's not a roadblock. So keep moving forward. I hope this makes sense. Any questions, get in touch. In the meantime, have a great day.